Okay, let's unpack this. Google I/O 25. It genuinely felt like the future arrived in a single keynote.
It really did.
So much happened with AI that if you blinked, you probably missed something groundbreaking.
What's fascinating right off the bat is not just that AI is advancing, but the incredible speed of that advancement.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't small steps forward.
No, not at all.
We're seeing huge leaps in what these systems can achieve in a relatively short time.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what this deep dive is all about. We've gone through all the big announcements from the keynote, trying to pull out the AI innovations that are going to matter most to you and really dig into what they mean. We're talking AI helping musicians create, transforming how we search, even powering AR glasses.
Yeah.
The sheer scope is, well,
pretty incredible.
it is. Sundar Pichai, he really set the stage by emphasizing this acceleration.
Right.
Since the last I/O, they've rolled out over a dozen brand new AI models, major research breakthroughs.
Plus more than 20 significant AI products and features. That's just a constant stream of progress,
And the numbers really paint a picture. He mentioned Gemini's ELO scores. Think of it like a ranking for AI smarts.
Yeah, like in chess.
Exactly. They've jumped over 300 points since the first Gemini Pro. And now Gemini 2.5 Pro is topping the El Marino leaderboard.
That's a key benchmark, yeah. Compares models across loads of tasks.
Apparently, it's leading in pretty much every category.
Yeah.
That kind of jump, that's remarkable.
It really highlights how quickly these models are maturing, becoming more capable. The ELO score gives you that tangible sense of the intelligence increase.
Right.
And leading on El Marino means it's performing right at the cutting edge across many different abilities.
And for the more technical folks, 2.5 Pro also hit the top spot on Web Dev Arena, outperforming the previous version quite a bit. Plus, okay, this is wild. Gemini actually played through and completed Pokemon Blue.
I saw that.
Got all the badges, beat the Elite Four. That shows some serious, long-term planning and problem-solving from an AI.
Well, the Pokemon Blue thing, yeah, it sounds fun, but it actually shows the model's ability to handle a really complex step-by-step challenge.
Needs planning.
Exactly. Planning, overcoming obstacles along the way.
Yeah.
That kind of reasoning, it has real-world parallels. Think autonomous navigation, managing complex projects.
Right. And all this intelligence needs some serious horsepower. They unveiled their 7th-gen TPU, called Ironwood.
Ah, yes, the TPUs.
Think of a TPU as one of Google's special chips.
Yeah.
Built for the heavy-lifting AI needs.
Precisely.
This new one is apparently 10 times more powerful than the last one. That's just mind-blowing.
Those hardware advancements are absolutely essential. You need that for the software to progress this fast.
Makes sense.
Ironwood's computing power lets them train and run these increasingly sophisticated AI models much more efficiently.
And it's not just internal stuff. People are really starting to use their AI tools now.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of data processed by their AI, they call it tokens, went from 9.7 trillion to a staggering 480 trillion.
Every month.
Every month. In just 1 year. And over 7 million developers are now building things using the Gemini API.
Wow.
Seems like people are really seeing the potential.
That massive jump in token processing, it really shows how deeply these models are getting integrated.
Yeah.
And 7 million developers using the API. That just underscores how accessible and useful it's becoming for creating new AI-powered experiences.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. How is this changing how we connect with each other? Remember Project Starline?
Oh, yeah, the 3D video calls. Looked amazing.
Well, it's evolving into Google Beam. This new platform uses AI to take your standard 2D video and make it a realistic 3D experience. Uses multiple cameras, some clever AI rendering.
What's really key about Beam, I think, is making conversations feel truly immersive, natural, almost like you're in the same room.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That advanced head tracking, the real-time 3D image, they're trying to make video calls feel much closer to being there in person. Way beyond typical video conferencing.
And speaking of making connections easier, they're putting real-time speech translation right into Google Meet.
Oh, okay, that's big.
Starting with English and Spanish for subscribers, but planning more languages for personal and business users soon. Imagine just talking to someone across the globe, no language barrier.
That's a huge step towards breaking down those communication walls, real-time translation in Meet, especially if it captures nuance, tone.
Right.
It could make cross-lingual chats so much smoother, more effective.
Now let's talk about this idea of a universal AI assistant, Gemini Live, powered by that really impressive project, AstraTech Camera and Screen Sharing, is starting to roll out on Android and iOS. We saw examples of it helping people identify things they got wrong.
Like the truck?
Yeah, like what kind of truck, what type of street light. It's almost like having this super knowledgeable, maybe sometimes a bit blunt AI friend.
Gemini Lab really shows the potential of an assistant that understands the world around it in real time. Using the camera, seeing what you see,
Yeah.
it can offer much more relevant, context-aware help.
Then there's Project Mariner. Got a big upgrade.
Right, the multitasking one.
Yeah, handles up to 10 tasks at once now. And it has this cool teach and repeat feature. You show it how to do something.
Yeah, it learns to do it again later.
Exactly. And that's available for developers now through the Gemini API. Could lead to a lot more automation.
Mariner's progress towards multitasking and learning from demonstrations, those are key steps towards, true agentic AI. Meaning the AI doesn't just answer questions, it proactively carries out tasks and improves based on how you use it.
Gotcha. And we saw some of those agent abilities in the Gemini app. They called it agent mode.
The apartment search example.
Yeah. Think about finding an apartment with roommates, new city, different budgets, must-haves.
Nightmare.
Right. The app can filter listings, pull info, even help schedule tours. Like a tireless personal assistant for those awful chores.
Agent mode gives a really compelling glimpse of how AI can automate complex, multi-step tasks. The apartment search is great because it shows the AI understanding needs, interacting with other services, taking real actions for you.
But it's getting even more tailored. They introduce personal context,
Okay.
which, if you allow it, lets Gemini models access relevant info across your Google stuff.
Like Drive, Gmail.
Yeah. Imagine Gmail's smart reply becoming actually smart, pulling details from Drive, old emails, docs, to create really helpful replies. Like suggesting things for that Utah road trip your friend's planning based on your past trips logged somewhere.
Okay, that's interesting.
Coming to Gmail soon than other Google services.
Personal context is definitely a move towards a more integrated, personalized AI. Understanding your past interactions, your info, Gemini can offer more relevant help.
Yeah.
Of course, the key there is user consent. Transparency about how that data is used, always important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, let's really dig into what's powering all this, the Gemini models themselves. Dimas Hassabis described 2.5 Pro as their most intelligent model yet,
Right.
apparently leading in key rankings for coding and general knowledge. It just keeps getting smarter.
Hassabis emphasizing 2.5 Pro's top performance. Yeah, it highlights the ongoing improvements in core AI abilities. Excelling in both coding and general learning shows its versatility. Huge potential impact.
And for those who need speed and efficiency, they announced the updated Gemini Flash.
Flash.
Apparently only second to Pro in those El Marino rankings, but way faster and cheaper to run.
That's a good trade-off for many uses.
It's in preview for developers now, generally available in June. Sounds like a really strong, accessible option.
Gemini Flash seems to hit a great balance. High performance, but efficient. Near top-tier ranking while being faster, more cost-effective, makes it really attractive where speed and budget matter.
They also showed off new text-to-speech, now supports multiple speakers.
Yeah, 2 distinct voices in one conversation.
And seamless language switching, all through the API. That's going to make talking to AI feel much more natural.
Those text-to-speech advances are crucial. Creates more lifelike, engaging conversational AI, multiple distinct voices, switching languages smoothly, really makes it feel more human.
Security, too, clearly a focus. They've made Gemini 2.5 more resistant to things like indirect prompt injections.
I'm trying to trick the AI, basically.
Right, making it their most secure model yet. Plus, they added something called thought summaries in the API.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
There's more insight into how the model is actually reasoning. Could be really helpful for devs trying to understand and fix issues,
Enhancing security against those manipulations is vital, builds trust. And thought summaries, that's a really important step towards making these models more understandable.
Seeing the thought process.
Exactly. Key for debugging, building confidence in the outputs.
They're also making efficiency gains with 2.5 Flash. Needs less data for the same performance, so lower costs. And introducing thinking budgets for both Flash and Pro. Lets developers control how much the model thinks before answering. Helps manage cost and response time.
That seems smart. Thinking budgets give developers really fine-grained control. Balancing costs, speed, depth of reasoning, a valuable tool for tailoring AI apps to specific needs.
We even saw a live coding demo. Tulsi Doshi used 2.5 Pro to create a 3D web app just from a sketch.
In AI Studio, right?
Yeah, and it looked incredibly fast. Easy? They're even giving out starter codes so others can try it. It's like AI becoming a really helpful coding partner.
That demo really brings the potential to life, making software development more accessible. Turning a sketch into a working 3D app so quickly shows the model understanding visuals and generating complex code.
And speaking of coding help, Jules, their asynchronous coding agent,
Jules
is now in public beta. This thing can handle complex tasks in big code bases, like updating Node.js versions, integrating with GitHub, all on its own.
sounds like a huge time saver for developers. Jules represents a more autonomous AI assistant for developers, handling those complex, time-consuming tasks independently that can seriously boost productivity, make workflows much more efficient.
They're also pushing boundaries in content generation with Gemini Diffusion, a new research model for creating text.
How's it different?
It generates text in parallel, leads to incredibly low response times.
Parallel processing.
Apparently 5 times faster than their previous fast model, performs just as well on coding. They showed it solving a math problem almost instantly.
Gemini Diffusion's parallel approach is a really interesting development, promises big speed improvements, and its performance in math and code shows the versatility beyond just images or video.
And for the really tough stuff, there's Deep Think mode for Gemini 2.5 Pro.
Deep think. Sounds intense.
Pushes the model to its absolute limits.
Yeah.
Gets impressive results on notoriously hard tests, showcasing peak multimodal abilities. Though it's initially just for trusted testers.
Okay.
Sounds like the ultimate AI brainpower for the most complex problems.
Deep think really signals their commitment to pushing AI boundaries constantly. Exceptional performance on tough benchmarks highlights the potential for Gemini to handle incredibly complex reasoning. Careful rollout makes sense, though. Needs thorough testing.
Zooming out a bit, the bigger picture. They see Gemini becoming a world model,
A world model.
meaning it could plan, even imagine, by simulating aspects of the real world, building on stuff like AlphaGo in games, Genie 2 for 3D environments.
Trying to give the AI a virtual playground to learn reality's rules?
Yeah, basically.
The idea of a world model is a significant step towards more versatile, capable AI. Simulating the real world could let Gemini reason and plan in much more sophisticated ways, lead to more helpful, proactive assistance.
Well, we can't forget Veo, their state-of-the-art video model, understands basic physics.
The examples looked amazing.
Right. The AI kept things consistent even with weird prompts. That grasp of the physical world is crucial for robotics' realistic simulations.
Veo's understanding of intuitive physics, yeah, that's a really important step for AI interacting with the real world more effectively. Essential for robotics' realistic virtual environments.
Which leads us to Gemini Robotics, a specialized model designed to teach robots useful tasks.
Like grasping objects, following instructions.
Exactly. It's all part of that larger goal.
Yeah.
The Gemini app as a universal AI assistant, bringing together video understanding, screen sharing, memory. Remember the bike repair demo? Feels like all these pieces are starting to connect.
Gemini Robotics shows the potential for AI to really transform automation, physical tasks. Training robots for useful actions opens up so many possibilities for AI assisting us daily and in industry. And you're right, integrating all these capabilities into the Gemini app is key to that universal assistant vision.
Okay, now let's talk Google search, something most of us use constantly.
Definitely.
AI overviews, apparently a huge success. Over 1.5 billion monthly users, and it's actually leading to more searches.
Interesting. And boosting visual searches with Lens, too.
Yeah. Seems people find this new way of searching really helpful.
The widespread adoption of AI overviews really signals a major shift in how people interact with search, leading to more searches, higher satisfaction. Suggests AI is genuinely enhancing the experience with more direct, useful answers.
But they're not stopping. They're introducing a whole new AI mode in search.
A total redesign.
Yeah, with advanced reasoning for longer, complex questions. Starting in the US, and get this, Gemini 2.5 is coming to search this week, starting with this new AI mode.
Wow. That sounds like a whole new level of search intelligence.
It does.
AI mode is a really ambitious step. More intelligent conversational search. Using Gemini 2.5's advanced reasoning aims to handle complex, nuanced questions beyond just keywords.
AI mode has a ton of new features. It can use past searches, Gmail for personalized recommendations.
Contextual.
Yeah. Deep search for expert-level reports with citations, complex data analysis and visualization supports, finance, agent capabilities, booking tickets, reservations, live multimodality, use your camera for real-time help. That science experiment demo, amazing.
Yeah, I saw that.
And enhanced shopping, virtual try-on, automatic price tracking. It's like search just got a massive brain upgrade and became your personal assistant.
The sheer number of features in AI mode really highlights AI's transformative potential in search. Personalized insights, in-depth research, help with everyday tasks promises a much more proactive, helpful experience. That live multimodality, especially, opens up exciting possibilities for real-world help.
And for the creative folks, generative AI is unlocking incredible new ways to express yourself.
The music stuff.
Yeah, their Music AI Sandbox and Lyria 2, now generating high-fidelity, pro-grade audio, even with vocals. We saw Shankar Mahadevan using it.
Amazing musician.
It's like having an AI musical collaborator.
The advances in Music AI, especially Lyria 2 generating high-quality audio with vocals, really show AI's potential as a powerful tool for musicians, audio creators, new avenues for creativity, collaboration.
But with all this AI content, identifying it is crucial, right?
Absolutely. Transparency.
Google's continuing SynthAid for invisible watermarks and launched a new SynthAid detector. It's all about maintaining trust.
As generative AI gets more sophisticated, reliably detecting it is crucial. SynthID and the detector are important tools for transparency, helping combat misinformation.
They also showed a cool collaboration. Filmmaker Darren Aronofsky
Primordial Soup, his company.
using VO for cinematic storytelling, a short film called Ancestra, really pushing filmmaking boundaries with AI, offering entirely new creative tools.
The Aronofsky partnership really highlights VO's potential for filmmakers, exploring creative visions that might have been impossible before. Generating such high-quality video opens exciting possibilities for artistic expression.
And then there's Flow, brand new AI filmmaking tool.
Combining VO, Imagen, Gemini.
Yeah. Looks incredibly intuitive for creating editing video. You could extend clips, add music from Lyria. We heard from AI filmmakers already using it, raving about it. Feels like it could really democratize filmmaking.
Flow seems like a big step towards making AI video creation more accessible. Integrating VO, Imagen, Gemini into a user-friendly workflow lowers the barrier for creating sophisticated video content.
To power all this, new subscription plans. Google AI Pro and Ultra.
Okay.
Pro gives higher usage limits, special features. Ultra is for those wanting the absolute cutting-edge, early access to DeepThink, Flow with VO3.
Plus perks like YouTube Premium, storage.
Exactly. Like choosing your level of AI access.
These new plans cater to different levels of usage and demand. Enhanced access to the most advanced models and features for those needing extra power and early access.
Finally, let's look at AI expanding across devices with Android XR.
Right, beyond phones.
They're bringing Gemini to watches, car dashboards, TVs. But the really exciting part is Android XR, a new platform for XR devices, headsets, AR glasses.
Developed with Samsung, optimized for Snapdragon.
Yeah, that collaboration is key.
Android XR signals Google's commitment to extending AI into augmented and virtual reality. The Samsung and Qualcomm partnerships underscore the need to tightly integrate hardware and software for these new devices.
We saw Gemini on Samsung's Project Muhan headset maps, MLB app examples, but the real highlight was the Android XR glasses demo backstage.
The live demo.
Yeah, lightweight glasses, camera, mics, optional in-lens display,
Right.
providing info, remembering details, navigating, booking events, real-time translation.
The Hindi Farsi translation demo was impressive.
Fairly. And partnerships with Gentle Monster, Warby Parker for stylish designs. Smart move. Feels like we're on the verge of truly intelligent eyewear.
The Android XR glasses offer a really compelling vision. AI seamlessly integrated into everyday interactions. The demo showcased their potential for contextually relevant help, hands-free and intuitive. And yeah, partnering with eyewear brands is crucial for making it functional and appealing.
And with that, we're almost at the end of our deep dive. They even had a running AI counter during the keynote.
Ah, I saw that.
Apparently, Gemini was mentioned 95 times. A lighthearted moment that just underscored how much they announced.
That AI counter was definitely a playful way to highlight the sheer volume of AI announcements. It was a lot.
Beyond the tech, though, they also highlighted important ways AI is helping solve bigger societal problems.
Like FireSat.
Yeah, FireSat for detecting wildfires with incredible detail. Wings drone deliveries for disaster relief, like during Hurricane Helene. It's inspiring to see AI applied to critical real-world issues.
Those examples really illustrate AI's potential to address pressing global challenges. Environmental monitoring, disaster relief, showing tangible benefits beyond just consumer apps.
And looking ahead, the potential for AI to drive future breakthroughs, robotics, medicine, quantum computing, autonomous vehicles, it feels closer than ever. Sundar even shared that really touching story about his parents riding in a Waymo.
Yeah, that was powerful.
Really brought home the transformative power of this tech on actual people's lives.
Sundar's anecdote was a great reminder of the human impact, how AI is already starting to change our everyday experiences.
Well, there you have it. The sheer speed and breadth of AI innovation that Google showcased at I/O 25 were truly remarkable.
It really makes you wonder, with so many significant advancements unveiled, which ones do you, the listener, find most impactful? Or what future possibilities are you most excited about?
Exactly. We definitely encourage you to explore further into whichever of these areas sparked your interest today.
The journey of AI is clearly ongoing, and its potential to shape the future in, well, profound ways is immense.
Okay, let's take a breath for now until our next deep dive.